first pitches tonight is first our Canadian Tire 10th player, Nathan Walketed. Nathan is 10 years old and in grade 4 at St. Mike's. His favorite activities are playing hockey and baseball. And his favorite Beavers are Ty Scott and Carson Hawk, his villains. Also throwing out a first pitch tonight, representing the Weyburn Beavers, is his dad, Jeff Walketed.
Well, hello from Weyburn. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight. It's the main event in the WCBL as the Swift Current 57's take on the Weyburn Beavers. The 57's coming into this one a record of 7-2. The Weyburn Beavers 8-2 coming into tonight. So Swift Current and Weyburn. Swift Current right now a game back of the Weyburn Beavers, a main event type feel in what we're billing as the biggest sports event happening in Canada. And when you have something like that, you got to bring in the big guns. Joining us on color commentary tonight, the living legend, former member of the Swift Current Indians, Kelly Haraska, the man they call Horse. It's a pleasure to have you here. We flew you in just for this game on the Snowstreaker Media dime from your home in Bakersfield. It's great to have you here, Horse.
That's right. Thanks for having me, Ryan. I had a little layover there in Yellowgrass, and then ended up getting here just in time. Double cheeseburger and some fries down here at the canteen.
Yeah,
they do a nice job with their burgers and fries over here.
You know, they do a good job of everything here in Weyburn. You know, this is a franchise that has really done well in recent years. They've gone, you know, I think from the early 2000s to being a have-not franchise in the league to, you know, one that certainly should be modeled after. And right now, 8-2 in the standings, the 57, 7-3 actually. I said 7-2 earlier. This is a big game. What's it like, Horse? You were a guy who was an American import in this league back in the day. It's still early in the season, 56 game sched. We're only 10 games in. Are you paying close attention to the standings, being the guys on the field for one like this?
Well, sorry, I don't want to correct you, but I was a Canadian player.
That is correct.
Living in the United States, yeah.
Correct.
So, this early in the season, like, what are we at? We're at June 10. Yeah, it's on their minds. But you know, they're playing a lot of games right now. They've had to travel 3.5 hours to get here. You know,
3 hours.
You got to get up for a game like this, and you know, I was talking to Joe before the game, and he had a little chit chat with the guys, and he said just keep playing the game, keep grinding away.
You were a longtime teammate of Joe's. I know that you're one of his closest friends to this day. You know, what has he said about this team to you this year in terms of like what this team's identity is and in the conversations you've had about it?
Yeah, I know he said they're good. Just a little bit tired, kind of a little bit of a slow start, but he said things are picking up, and just at this particular moment, the guys seem to be a little bit tired with all the games they put together.
Colby Seltzer off the bat head rockets that to left field, and just a handful of pitches into this one, Seltzer puts a charge into that baseball, a Texas-sized dinger from the native of the Lone Star State, and just like that, Swifty is on the board.
I didn't think that was going to go out. If you look at it, if you replayed it, didn't look like he get fully extended on it, but must have hit it on the sweet part of the barrel there.
You don't see a lot of dingers in this park as well. You know, the lack of a hitter's eye out there, I know, presents a bit of a challenge here.
Absolutely.
But 2 pitches into this game in the 57's with a scintillating home run by Seltzer.
Yeah, it was a good shot, too. We got a little breeze blowing from pole to pole out here, I think. But still, it was hit pretty well.
Here's a guy that I know you'd be a big fan of. Jack Large out of Modesto, California, 349 average on the year, 2 home runs, 13 runs batted in to lead the team.
So many nicknames you can go with this guy. Jacques Grande, right? Some French and Spanish in there, whatever.
May we. Swung at that pitch and then immediately regretted the decision to do so, and it's a 1-2 count to Mr. Grande.
Looked like you got fooled down and in slider there.
1-2 pitch. And Large back to the dugout out in front of that 77-mile-an-hour offering. 1 down here. 1-0 lead for the 57's.
I was asking Joe about him when I went on the field there, and he said, yeah, he can hit. He said, you know, he's got some good power. And I actually tuned into you a couple times here, and I saw he's had a few clutch hits here for the 57's.
Large has come up big a few times. Yeah. Tanner Holand to the plate now, another guy who's been seeing the ball real well, hitting 370 coming into this one. Plays catcher. First pitch, strike, 0-1 the count. 1 down here. Landon Rosebeck, right-handed pitcher, getting the start for the Weyburn Beavers. Rosebeck ahead of Poland now, 0-2, and Rosebeck, like Jack Large and Toby Allred, a member of the WCBL All-Hair team as well. He's got some good flow going. Tanner Holland flows that one into the outfield, seeing something he can drive on the 0-2.
Yeah, with some of these early swings, I'm wondering, these guys have never played here before, and I've played so many games. If you're looking through the camera there, if you ever get a shot of the center field, there's nothing there except kind of a white-gray building and then just wide open prairie sky there. So sometimes it can be difficult at this time of day to pick up the ball for sure.
Historically, yeah, you're absolutely right with that, Horace. Runs don't tend to accumulate in this one until after the sun goes down and you're hitting against a black sky as opposed to a white hotel way off in the distance there.
Right.
Center field. It is a nice hotel, though.
Yeah.
Where the team stays when they're here. Highly recommend it. Ryan Magdeech.
Yeah, it just was always tough to pick up the spin with breaking stuff and, change-ups and all that. So I really struggled here. I never looked forward to playing here. Just never. I mean, it's nothing against Weyburn. I just, it's one of those parks that just ate me up.
But as a fan now, you like coming here because their burger game is strong.
Sure,
and
burger game's solid.
Ones.
Yeah, it's an hour away from my folks' place there in Regina.
Ryan Magdeech hits that, offering foul. 6'4", 230-pound physical specimen at the plate here.
Yeah, there's some big dudes out here, man. I was standing on the field, and I'm like, man, these guys are all young, big, in shape, all kinds of stuff.
Shout out to Supplement King, the
there
official
you go.
supplement provider of the 57's. There's some big boys to feed on this team.
Yeah, right.
I know Chris at Supplement King dropped off a bunch of big tubs of protein not long ago for that new clubhouse, which you got to check out. The clubhouse as well.
I was actually thinking about planning a special trip to come up and see it, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Ground ball, Magdeech, potential for 2 here, 6-4 and 3. The Beavers turn 2, but the Swift Current 57's get the first run on the board as Colby Seltzer. A solo home run on the second pitch of the ballgame. 1-0 57's. We'll be back in just a moment. This is Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions and Living Sky Casino.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball in Weyburn. Ryan Schweitzer and Kelly Haraska, the man called Horse, and the last man to wear number 19 for the Swift Current Baseball Club. It's tough to refer to the former name of the team. I mean, it was the Swift Current Indians of the WNBL. We can't even say the former WNBL club because the league followed suit and saw what a great job Swift did in changing the name and rebranding. So
sure,
they were inspired. Let's go with that.
I was talking to Joe about that as well before the game, and I thought it was a great idea by the league to go with the C instead of the M, because some of these guys, it's a little bit it's a mystery. I'm looking at, you got guys from Texas, California, Arizona, all over the place. They've never heard of Swift Current. They've never heard of Midwestern Canada, the prairies and stuff like that. So you put that C in there, and they're like, oh, Western Canada, right? So it sounds more interesting.
Isaiah Campa getting the start on the mound for the 57. Slow windup, fastball facing Garrett Perez, who hits .282. Campa, righty-on-righty matchup, ball 1 in this exchange. 57's with a 1-0 lead in a ballpark, we touched on it, that is historically tough to put up runs in the early innings. Perez hits that offering way up in the air. Vinny Margiotta, second baseman, ventures into the infield grass to make the catch, one away.
Yeah, routine pop there. He just called off large and made it look easy. I never liked those ones. I played the infield. I didn't like pop-ups. I don't know if my Little League coach didn't practice them with me or something. I don't know. I just never liked them.
Well, and here playing in this league as well, like every ballpark, like you're dealing with some sort of wind as well. It should be an easy out.
Right.
But
you got mosquitoes in your eyes, and then you got people. I heard someone in the stands drop it. You hear all those things.
Oh, yeah. There's a well-hit ball as Gomez gets himself on base. First base runner of the game for the Weyburn Beavers. As Dario Gomez out of Oakley, California, improves his 167 average at the expense of the 57's and gets himself on. Campa pitching to Tanner Holen. Big Jack Large playing first base. Vinny Margiotta at second. Toby Allred at short. Colby Seltzer's got a home run this game already as at third base. In left field, Ian McIntyre. Jared Binsfield in center. James Moses in right. Ryan Magdeach is the Meg-designated hitter for this one. At the plate now, Jack Barry out of Australia. So he'll look to throw another shrimp on the barbie here. Count 1-0.
It looks like a rugby player, man. This is a big fella.
It's a burly dude at the plate.
Yeah.
Barry hitting .467 as well. So. Powered by Vegemite, as that is fouled off. You play with a lot of guys from down under, and you're playing Day Source?
In college, I played with a guy. Yeah, solid guys. They're just fun, kind of kick-back fellas.
Good guy to have in the clubhouse.
Yeah, for sure.
Great guy to have on the field as well with that .467, leading Weyburn's roster tonight. Highest batting average Campa will have to face. Runner in motion, throw from Holen. Just a bit up, Vinny Margiotta there to apply the tag, but Garrett Perez, who's a dangerous leadoff man for that reason, swipes second.
Yeah, he was in there. The throw was just off, just up a little bit there. It would have had to been a perfect throw to get him, for sure.
Perez with a good jump, 1-1 the count to Barry. On deck for Weyburn, Drake Pillett out of the humid city of Winnipeg. Catch up on the scoreboard here, 1-2 the count to Barry. Righty on righty matchup, young Isaiah Campa, the 57's opening day starter.
How long has Weyburn been going with the red, white, and blue palette here? They just added the red or something, right? Like there's a lot of teams that seem to be going with this.
Well, the red and
blue and red.
yeah. Weyburn was just the gray and blue for the longest time, and I think they spiced that up 2 or 3 years ago. That's why I kind of like Swift Current's move away from the red and blue.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's enough red and blue in this league right now. Regina goes with it. Yorkton goes with it.
Right.
Lethbridge at times, kind of a more maroony color, but they're there. Whereas you have the 57's, they're not really showing off the greens tonight in these new black and oranges.
No, these are pretty sharp-looking jerseys too.
But no other teams in the league, even with green in their color scheme, at all.
That's good.
So, full count now to Barry. Campa just misses in. That was close.
Everyone should have wore Raptors jerseys tonight or something like that.
Oh, are they playing tonight?
I think so.
I didn't know.
Are they?
Apparently.
I haven't even watched the game, to tell you the truth.
No, honestly, baseball season for us, I would have liked to sit down and watch it. It's a big thing for Canadian sports, whether you follow basketball or not.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a Canadian sports team win a major championship since, I believe, the Blue Jays in '93. Montreal Canadiens won a Stanley Cup that year, and it's been a Canadian drought in the major league scene in any sport ever since. So, kind of a big deal tonight in Canada.
Yeah, for sure.
I know just up the road, and I'm not sure what the turnout is for it, as Drake Pillett takes a strike, but they're going to be showing the game on the big screens in the football stadium in Regina.
Well, I know that because my own mother asked me today if I would take her there, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to watch a basketball game.
You're hanging out with us here instead,
That's
man?
right, yeah, for sure.
You turned down a date with your mom to be here. That's huge, man.
I don't know if she was serious or not. but I think she might have been serious. I wasn't going to watch a basketball game in a huge stadium. I know that. So nothing against basketball for you basketball fans out there. Just
Well, and there's a few of them, and a lot of people who have become basketball fans through the success of the Canadian team. The Raptors. I don't think experts predicted that they'd have the potential to close it out. Like, I don't think a lot of people would have predicted Raptors in 5, and that's not, we don't know how that story will end yet.
sure.
To have that series lead, to take the 3-1 lead.
Just like the Blues last night, they had a little hiccup trying to close out Boston.
Swinging strike. I'm all in on the Bruins.
Are you?
Jake DeBrusk.
I'm going Blues, man.
Oh, are you? Oh, no, for no other reason. Jake DeBrusk, Swift Current Bronco alumni.
Oh, okay.
And, a key member of the Bruins. He's been a top 6 forward for them. He's had some big goals. So all in on the Bruins just for JD.
Okay.
And I'm also the same birth year as Zdeno Chara, so it's nice to see, an old man still show the young guys a thing or two, right?
Yeah. Show them that you can play out there with a broken jaw.
With your face wired shut.
Yeah,
behind
no
a
kidding,
fishbowl,
right? Yeah.
That is unreal.
I know,
tough.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Day to day with or game time decision with a broken jaw.
And then I thought St. Louis was high, a lot of Saskatchewan boys, like Team Sasky or something like that they were calling them. So that's why I went with the Blues.
Oh, no, and it's easy to cheer for them as well. I mean, Blues, I don't believe they've ever won a Stanley Cup before. So if you're someone who likes to root for the team that,
Sure.
would like a chance to pump the hardware, then absolutely go
Right.
all in on the Blues. But no, Jake DeBrusk, Swift Current Bronco alumni,
Yeah, you
was
have
really
to. You
really
have to.
involved in the community when he was
good.
in town, too. Good kid.
Wonder if he's listening to the game right now.
I think he might have a few other things on the go.
Maybe, eh?
We'll see, though. Maybe I'll tag him on Twitter and ask him if he's listening.
Doing some stretches or something, getting ready for the game.
Drake Pillett, 3-2 the count here. There's one away, runner on at second. Isaiah Campa on the mound for the 57's. Campa, the opening day starter for Joe's team. And that game was against the Weyburn Beavers. Weyburn lost their first 2 and have won their next 8.
You know what happens early in this league, though? Some guys are still finishing up their college programs, and the league starts. What do they start? May 28th or something like that.
Well, some games were underway May 20th. Ground ball
Right.
potential for 2, 6-4, and 3. Nice double play. Jack Large with his toe on the bag. Vinny Margiotta getting that throw off despite someone bearing down on him. Nice play in the infield there.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like they got a little help. Maybe not the most speed going down first base, but had some time to turn it.
They'll take it. We'll be back with more after this. Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Ryan Schweitzer, the man they call Horse. Kelly Haraska bringing you the action from Tom Lang Park, from the venerable Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. Jared Binsfield leading off for the 57's against Rosebeck. First pitch, Binsfield.
I was looking on the Weyburn Beaver website just to double check on the time of the game, and actually they have a link to your webcast. I thought that was kind of nice. Like, no, they're not putting it together, but I'm like, here, you can watch the game at Schweitzer's webcast. So
well, and I know they're working on developing their own here as well.
Sure.
So we'll certainly support theirs
Right
as
on.
well when they're up and running. And I think that there's a mutual respect between Joe and Phil and Weyburn, the coaches, as Binsfield just misses down the third base line there. But Joe and Phil, they're the 2 longest coaches in the league, longest serving coaches. They played the game the right way. They coached the game the right way. I think there's some mutual respect on the field between those two and the organizations that kind of carries on off the field as well. Good crew in Weyburn.
For sure. Joe was talking about him as well. He said when he came in and kind of took over with Weyburn, they really started to compete. So
Binsfield really trying to hammer something down the third base line there. Another offering that's hit foul, but yeah, I think there's plenty of mutual respect.
Yeah.
And I think Weyburn, in talking to some of the folks behind the scenes here, they've really tried to model themselves after what Swift Current does in a lot of ways. You know, and they did that. They found a coach with some stability as Binsfield goes down swinging after a couple of foul balls. Toby Allred to the plate now.
And Joe likes his formula. That's what he said actually before the game. He said he's figured it out because there's, you know, you could bring in a bunch of superstars here, but it doesn't always work out. You've got to have. It's like winning the Stanley Cup, and you got to have grinders. You got to have guys that are team guys, role players. It's just, you know, there's a formula. I don't know what it is, but
I was going to ask you what is that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Really. You know, Joe seems to have a good feel for what he needs to be successful in this league for sure. It's competitive every year for sure.
Well, Joe is, and Weyburn's become that way too. Since Coach Curtis arrived here, I would say that they probably have, like over the last 5 years, as that ball twists up in the air, Ty Scott makes the catch for the second out, but I would say that Weyburn over the last 5 years since Phil's arrival, finishing that thought, has probably had the best winning percentage in the league. Swift has been up there. Medicine Hat's been up there as well. Okotoks, they're always strong too, but you know, there hasn't really been an off year in Weyburn since he arrived.
Yeah.
You know, the playoff success has eluded them, and that's something that.
Well, they were in the finals last year, right? Am I right?
No, they didn't make it to the final. Regina ended up making it to the finals,
that's
and then
right.
Lethbridge ended up, but they were forecasted and favored it.
That's
to go to
right.
the finals,
Yeah.
So the postseason success, they were close to closing out Swift Current the year before that, but Swift battled back down 2-0 in a best of 5.
Yeah, I was around for that one.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think we did some games on that. Yeah.
We were here, and just Swift able to turn that around as Ian McIntyre at the plate, 1-1. And so that's really the only thing that's eluded this franchise over the past few years here in Weyburn is that postseason run. McIntyre takes in this righty-on-righty encounter. Another member of the all-hair team.
Yeah, there's some guys out here with some flow, man. That's for sure. I don't grow that stuff anymore. You and I are grown-ups now. That one day these guys will be grown-ups as well too.
The important thing, the thing that I brag about, and I don't brag about much because I don't have much to brag about, but I still could if I wanted to.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
You know, here we are in our 40s. We still got a full head of hair.
Actually, you know what? Was that about 3 years ago when you had the long curly locks?
Yeah, as McIntyre goes down swinging here. Yeah, about 3 years ago. It was all right. It was fun to drive with the top down on the Jeep, but I don't think Mrs. Schweitzer was a big fan of that.
No.
And if Mrs. Schweitzer ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
That's right.
All right. Back with more after this. 57's and Isaiah Campa in the field shortly.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Welcome back, 57's fans. Ryan Schweitzer, Kelly Haraska at Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. There's Isaiah Campa, starting pitcher. Nolan Macabrota leading off here. Campa pitching to Holand, Large at first, Margiota at second, Allred at short, Colby Seltzer at third. Outfield, Ian McIntyre, IMAC. Jared Binsfield in center tonight. James Moses in right. Designated hitter is Ryan Magdich. Torin Brozovic, who's been a fixture in center field the past few nights for the 57's. Night off for him as Nolan Macabrota, first pitch, take, ball 1. 57's with a 1-0 lead thus far. We're in the bottom of the second here in Weyburn. Some ominous clouds, but no rain in the forecast. I know area farmers would love a healthy dosage of some sort of precipitation, any sort of moisture right now, and hopefully it starts just pouring at about 10 o'clock tonight.
10 o'clock, we'll take that after the game for sure. Conditions have changed. There's a nice stiff wind coming straight in, center field to home plate.
Good observation on that. Yeah, the flags at the center field scoreboard are certainly getting a bit of a workout. Yeah, there's Ethan with a good shot of that.
That ball's going nowhere out there right now.
It's got to feel like a warm blanket for Isaiah Camp at the moment.
What's interesting, it's good when the ball's hit, like when you're pitching. I always found, like, when I'm pitching with the wind, my breaking stuff, it's not as sharp.
With the wind at your back.
With the wind at the back, yeah.
Macabrota puts a charge into that ball. That's hit into no man's land in left center, and the big guy is galloping to second base as Ian McIntyre retrieves that ball and hurls it into the infield, but Weyburn on now, a leadoff double.
Well, that's one way to get the ball out to the gap, is hit a line drive, keep the ball down. Anything in the air is going to die, but that ball's on a rope.
Justin Summers out of Richmond, California. 368 on the year. We'll take a turn now. Nobody out. Runners in scoring position. Weren't you the one who was telling me, I think it was on one of these webcasts last year, that as a pitcher, the thing you absolutely hated the most was a runner on second?
Oh, yeah. Terrible. I'd rather him be on third. I just always felt like they could see inside my glove what I was reaching for and all that, and I tried covering it up, and it was in my own head, of course. But
do you still see it a lot too? Because I know runners on second tipping signals. I haven't seen that as much as I used to, but
yeah, I don't know. I know we had pitchers sometimes, and I don't. Joe would say, "Don't even tell me. I don't want to know."
Yeah.
Just in case you get crossed up, right? So.
Well, and you're someone. You had an illustrious career in this league, both as a pitcher and a hitter. You were a guy who can consistently hit in the upper 300s for average, and a league most valuable pitcher. Can't remember where I was going with that point, more or less just pumping your tires here. But
no, yeah, you don't need to do that. I noticed that you didn't say like I was a league leader in stolen bases or anything.
Were you?
No.
Didn't think so. You had a lot of elements. You had a lot of elements to your game, but
that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, you led the team in a few stats, but SBs, yeah, not
delay
there.
steal. That was my game. So.
Just a magnificent slide into second, from what I recall. Picturesque and fundamentally sound. 1-2 the count.
I just didn't want to scrape my knee out there. That's what
2-2 the count now. That pesky runner at second to deal with. Summers at the plate, hitting 368. Marcus Catalano is on deck. He's hitting 189. I think the point I wanted to make when I was pumping your stats is, as a hitter, do you want to know the pitch is coming up? Was that ever advantageous to you personally?
Yeah, sometimes it is. We faced a guy from Lethbridge, man. I can't remember his name, and they had him on the gun at like 94 with like I don't know if Armstrong's listening. He'll know the guy. I wanted to know whether he was throwing a fastball or a slider. I wanted to know, and we had him.
Base was stolen.
Runner advanced third. Thanks for the heads up on that. But you were saying,
So I wanted to know. It depends on the pitcher, but you know, sometimes it works, and some guys make it so obvious that we're tipping pitches that the other team makes adjustments without you knowing, and then all of a sudden you're gearing up for fastballs and they're dropping in curves or vice versa, and it can be a real mess.
Well hit ball. Oh, Colby Seltzer. Nice reflex catch by the third baseman.
So do these guys do it anymore? I don't know. I've been out of baseball for a while. I used to coach some high school down there in California, and I'm out of that game too. So I don't know what they do anymore.
Any baseball involvement at all?
No, not too much. My son played for a bit, and then he got hit 7 times or something like that as a young player, and he didn't want to play anymore. So.
Oh, well hit ball by Catalano. That's going to tie this baseball game up as he drills that into right field. Extra bases for Catalano. And with one swing of the bat, the red-hot Weyburn Beavers, who have won their last 8, have tied the ball game here.
Yeah, looks at, Weyburn's coming up with these line drives. Not real. I mean, it wouldn't be a good idea to come out here trying to swat the ball over the fence, because it's not going to happen. They're keeping the ball down, making good contact.
Seth Girardi, catcher, out of Humboldt, Kansas.
This guy's got some decent socks right here.
Can we get in tight on the socks after this pitch, Ethan? There, get in tight on the. There we go. Yep, that works.
Those are nice socks. This guy's from Kansas. This is nothing to him, this weather. Nothing. He's used to this.
1-0 count. Isaiah Campa, pesky runner on second for him to deal with. Fouled off by the catcher, Girardi. Sock game strong. Bat speed good.
White batting gloves, too. He's got a lot going on there with his wardrobe.
He's looking to up his stats, and I mean, a good defensively sound catcher is worth his weight in gold. 143 right now, so looking to get closer to that Mendoza line at the expense of Isaiah Campa in the 57's. Hitting 8th in the order, Ty Scott on deck. 1-2 the count, runner on at second, 1-1 the score. Weyburn's tied it here. Pitch in the dirt from Isaiah. 2-2 the count now. What are you seeing from the 57 starting pitcher, young Isaiah Campa?
The two hits that we saw here were decent pitches. Actually, the hitters were off balance. They made good contact, and that's about it. He's around the zone.
That was pitch number 33 of his evening.
Now, I'd like to see him. I mean, any advice to a pitcher when he gets the ball back from the catcher? Just body language. Convince me that you want to be out there. Getting guys out.
2-2 pitch. Girardi defensive swing, reaches for that offering and redeflects it into the backstop.
But that's just a style thing. So I don't know what I was saying with that, but I like to see pitchers grab the ball, just get up there,
have some swagger.
Yeah.
Confidence in the body language. 2-2 pitch. Campa came up last year, high school aged player who came up last year for Joe.
Right, that's this guy.
Yep. So just a young fellow who came in. So his
I remember him. No, he's a good pitcher.
And best year is certainly still in front of him.
Yeah, for sure.
2-2 the count here. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat with Girardi. A war of attrition brewing here. And Girardi straightens that one out, hits it to right field. James Moses negotiates with the Weyburn Wind. Catch made. And Moses commands that ball into the infield. 2 down.
Yeah, there's no chance he was going to third on that. That ball, like the wind, just killed it. That was shallow right field. Nothing happening there.
Tyler Scott, veteran here in Weyburn. 304 hitter, 9-hole hitter. Working against Isaiah Campa. Weyburn looking for their first lead of the ball game. Runner on at second base. So base hit could potentially bring in Marcus Catalano, who had an RBI double to score Nolan Macabrota earlier this inning. 1-1 the score. That offering fouled out of here.
I did notice on some of the comments, there's saw a few people say that you do a nice job. Pretty solid for amateur baseball in Canada, which I've always told you.
Well, that's greatly appreciated. Yeah.
Big fish, small pond type thing, right? Used to be the radio guy there in Swift.
Yeah, and then, left the mainstream broadcast industry, doing my own thing now, multimedia stuff. And, of course, the 57's, big thank you to them for going with this idea, the webcast concept. I know lots of other teams in the league have inquired about it, about doing their own. As Ty Scott, fly ball, shallow center field. Jared Binsfield not going to get to that in time. One's going to score here. And the Beavers sneaking through the back door to second and now galloping to third is Ty Scott. As old Pete Tykrup would say, a comedy of errors allow the runner to get to third base, and Weyburn with a 2-1 lead now.
Yeah, you can see that ball. If you rewind the tape there, you see it just dies out there. The wind has calmed down a little bit, but anything in the air like that, it's going to die.
Top of the order now, and Garrett Perez. Now on 2-1 Beaver lead here. And Perez getting cheeky. Drops a 2-out bunt with a runner on at third. Good play. Tip your cap to that one.
Was absolutely. I don't like the idea, but it was a good play. I mean, if that's what he does, I don't know that hitter very well, but he had it right where no one can get it. So with 2 outs, I don't necessarily like that, but
they put one across the plate, and 3-1 the score, though. So
yeah, and also there's sometimes maybe Swift Current's kind of hanging their head a little bit with the errors that were going on there with the and they're feeling sorry for themselves a little bit, and then drop a bunt on them and no one's ready for it, right? That's some guys think of that. So
Joe Carnahan out there having a chat with his entire infield. You know Joe better than anyone. What was the subject of that convo?
He may have had some words that I can't say on the air right now. So I know Joe.
One thing about Joe is he's the most efficient person with his words of anyone that I know.
Right. Yeah. He just he probably went out there and said like, let's wake up out here, boys, but not in those terms.
That was the underlying message, likely, is first offer to Gomez. Ball 1. Gomez 1 for 1, the native of Oakley, California. 231 on the year. Pitch inside from Isaiah. Count 2-0 here, 57's. They just had a 3-3 weekend against Melville, and at no point in those 3 games were they down. So tied a few times, but at no point in 3-3 against Melville were they down. There's a shot by Gomez into right field.
Just rolling for Weyburn right now.
They've made the appropriate sacrifices to the baseball gods, apparently, as Jack Berry, the Aussie that we talked about earlier, his second at bat of the game, walked his last time up. Runners on at first and second, 57's, looking for an elusive third out here. Bottom of the second. 3-1 lead for Weyburn in their home whites. There's a fly ball hit to center field. Jared Binsfield makes the catch with his heels on the warning track. 2 are stranded, but 2 come in to score. Weyburn Beavers with a 3-1 lead. 57's will try to rally. We'll be back with more baseball shortly.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
At the hearing.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Happy that you could join us. We're doing the live stream over Twitter and on YouTube as well.
The Raptors are losing after the first quarter.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just in case, the people that are listening here aren't watching the game.
Well, I guess Drake has to up his game then from the sidelines. Right.
What was that for?
Oh,
what happened?
Drake.
I haven't been watching.
Well, you're familiar as Colby Seltzer, who's 1 for 1 with a home run this game. Behind 0-2 here in the top of the third. Well, Drake, the musical performer, Canadian, from Toronto and everything, The Raptors gave him a job as their brand ambassador. Now, I don't know what a brand ambassador does.
Me neither.
But apparently you sit courtside and chirp the other team and give the coach of the home team shoulder rubs.
Is this a real job? No, you're kidding me.
I couldn't make this up.
No.
So yeah, and there's people that have been critical of that. I mean, obviously the Raptors going there is a big deal, but
it's working for them.
Many
apparently.
out there, well,
yeah,
they lost their last game at home when he was there though, and apparently they're down tonight. A Seltzer ground ball hit to Ty Scott, 4-3, one down.
57's need a brand ambassador right now.
Tracy Moen, we got him.
Tracy Moen.
He's not the sideshow that Drake is, but he's there. He's loyal. So, got to give a shout out to Tracy. I know he's watching on his iPad.
Is he?
Yep, for sure.
Well,
because I remember and
you get shoulder rubs to the coach too. Is that what you said? Drake
I would like to see Drake. Yeah, he gives the coach shoulder rubs on the sidelines during the game.
Wow.
Can't make this stuff up.
Wow.
Not
Tracy.
Tracy just sitting there eating his cheeseburger.
Next
he
home
ain't
game.
giving anyone shoulder rubs. Tracy, it was interesting because, years ago when we used to do these games on the radio, I'd always see Tracy around town, and he'd say the same thing. Hey, big guy, you're going to be on the radio. And now when he sees me, hey, big guy, you're going to be on the iPad. So we're on the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Tracy. He told me that he was going to be watching this one.
Right on.
So, yeah, Tracy from his home in Swift.
Via Stewart Valley, am I correct?
The fabled mayor of Stewart Valley, yes. Yeah. At the plate now for the 57's, James Moses. As Moses takes a walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Colby Seltzer.
And now top of the order, Colby Seltzer. I mislabeled Vinny Margiotta as Colby Seltzer earlier, so looking at the wrong spot in the batting order. But Seltzer to the plate now. The 8 and the 28 clearly confused me.
Can we see
Getting
the
old.
comments on YouTube at all, or?
We could load those up in a bit. I tend to ignore them during the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't want to get distracted. Don't want to get in a war.
Yeah, for sure. Because you would have been corrected there.
I would have, I'm sure, and I'm sure somebody did.
Yeah.
And we thank them for contributing. I need to get corrected. Not getting any younger.
Right.
Not getting any younger, and the mind isn't getting any sharper. On the mound for Weyburn, Liam Rosebeck. How's he doing so far? 2 1/3, allowing 2 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 3, and he just walked his first one. He's ahead of Seltzer here, 0-2 with 1 down. Runner on at first in James Moses. Rosebeck induces a swing that generates a foul ball by Seltzer. Seltzer, this kid's a baseball player, does a good job playing third, is also able to catch. A few games ago, a catcher hitting leadoff, which you don't see very often, but
yeah, no, not too much.
this 5-game winning streak that the 57's are on, once they moved Seltzer to the leadoff spot, that's when it all got started too. So he's been a key ingredient in what's gone right in the 57's clubhouse lately.
Any guy that can play third and catch and do those sorts of things, they're usually pretty scrappy. That's a guy you want up to the plate, for sure.
1-2 the count with 1 on. Liam Rosebeck called strike 3, got him.
Looked a little low from here, Schweitzer.
And we always say that the umpire has a better look than we do.
Nah.
You're not going politically correct on it at all.
No,
eh?
no, it doesn't matter.
Outright.
I'm here for one night only.
Outright criticism. Jack Large to the plate. Can't just say Jack Large. It has to be Jack Large.
Right, yeah. No, I heard you say that.
You got to speak it from the soul.
So he's got a different plan coming up right now.
Jack does.
He knows how he was out last time, yeah, for sure. There you go.
Line drive right back at the pitcher, and unassisted out at short as Summers steps on second base. Well hit ball by Large, but 57's trailing this one 3-1. Bottom of 3 is straight ahead.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the hearing place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.com.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Ryan Schweitzer, Kelly Haraska, Tom Lang Park in Weyburn is the venue. Bottom of the third inning and a 3-1 lead for the Weyburn Beavers. Kelly Haraska, how many years in Swift Current you play?
You know, I was counting it up because I was at my folks' place today, and there's an old program, actually one of the original programs from 1997 was the first full summer that I played.
Drake Pillett to right field. James Moses ensnares baseball in mitt. 1 down.
So it was the summer before, 96, I played a playoff series with them, and we won the championship. And then 97 was my first full year, and then 2007 was the last. So I think I counted it up as, no, what did I say? No, 94.
94, yeah.
Yeah, no, 90, it was, yeah, something like that anyway. Whatever. It ended up being 13 full seasons with a little nugget of the summer prior to when I started. So
under Coach Harv Martinez.
Harv the first time, and then Joel Barta came in for a few years, and then Harv came in again, and then we ended with Harv there in 2007, and then I just caught wind that he's retiring from school, and you know, his principalship there
in Waldeck School.
Waldeck School, and he actually was kind enough to get me. He got me a Waldeck Warriors toque.
Nice. That
I wore on my fishing trip here just last week in up by Flin Flon at Lake Athapapiscal.
Was it a lucky toque? Were they biting?
It kept my head warm. So actually, I sent him a text today with that picture.
Ground ball, Macabrota. Nice pick by Large at first. Great athleticism by the 57's first baseman out of Modesto. Retiring Macabrota out of Saskatoon. Summers to the plate. Let you finish that thought.
Yeah, so I took it up there because I didn't really have a toque, and it was solid piece of gear. So Waldeck Warriors were represented up there in, kind of northern Manitoba, I guess you can call that.
A toque, by the way, for a lot of our American listeners, a woolen hat that one wears on their head to keep warm.
Yes, and I refuse. But it's got the little pom-pom on the top, though.
Oh, yours does?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Style points.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm not going to call it a beanie in Canada.
No. Nor should you.
Right. I'm trying to call it supper as well, not dinner.
Yep.
Not dinner.
And then afterwards, we'll go sit on the Chesterfield and watch the Raptors game.
Absolutely.
Fly ball, Summers, Moses in right. Makes the catch. 3 quick outs for Isaiah Campa in the 57's there.
Oh, yeah, there's a game going on. It's quick. One quick story. That's 1/2 inning.
We'll be back with more of that game right after this.
trying to show them online what it is.
You're making friends here in Weyburn. They make great French fries here at Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. Yeah, we're back.
on. Okay.
We're back, yeah. They make great French fries there. He's got the poutine there.
Oh.
He's going to go get some more.
And so we asked him if he'd hold it up for the American folks that are watching. And he's like, it doesn't even look like poutine anymore. So we're talking French fries, cheese curds, and beef gravy.
And it is delicious.
It's delicious. Not good for you. If you're working out there, stay away from it.
No, you're not going to win any fitness and figure competitions on a steady diet of poutine. Maybe if you want to carb up just prior to the competition, but...
That's the opposite of what that supplement company does for Swift Current, eh? Okay, we got poutine right there. Ethan, can we get a picture of it?
Behind the thing, though.
Oh, he's behind the... Yeah, there it is. There he is. There's the
Zoom.
poutine.
There it is.
Yep.
Thanks, buddy. There it is.
Fourth inning brought to you by the Tom Lang Park Poutine in Weyburn. Tanner Holen to the plate. He's behind, or ahead in the count, rather, 3-0.
And they got, and they fill it up to the rim, too. It's like a half pint or something, or a full pint of fries and cheese curds and gravy.
Yeah, they are not going chintzy on the poutine here. I don't know how much he paid for that, but he's getting his money's worth. Tanner Holen, ground ball, hit to third. Nice play by Barry to turn, spin, and execute a nice little 5-3 there.
Yeah, Barry's got a nice arm over there. Big fella can move and throw a little bit.
Ryan Magdeach to the plate. Magdeach out of Beamsville, Ontario. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0 count.
How are the regular season crowds usually here at Weyburn? There's a lot of open seats tonight.
Well, they usually get, I would say, around 200. Magdeach, that's a fair ball down the first base line.
That's a triple.
The big fellow is
go for
chugging
it, buddy.
to second
Why not?
base.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh, pumps the brakes.
No need to, down by 2. But I wanted to see it. It's not a smart play.
Right down the first base line.
But I like triples. It gets people excited.
That's a big unit, too, out there.
Yeah.
230 pounds, 6'4", around in the bases. Jared Binsfield out of Saskatoon. Second year with the 57's. He's hitting .386. Struck out in his last at-plate endeavor to Liam Rosebeck. One down, top of the fourth. Some very, very light rain falling. Binsfield thought about swinging. Did he go? Negatory, says the base umpire. A few umps in the stands disagreeing with that assessment, but
intensity in the stands is picking up a little bit here.
They're passionate here.
Yeah.
You know what they call it here in Weyburn? Beaver fever.
Yeah.
There's Binsfield. That one's going to sneak through the 5-6 gap, and scampering to third base is Magdeach.
Getting a little restless in the stands, too. I don't know if the people online can hear that.
A few coaches in the stands,
That's right.
too.
Weyburn locals are yelling at their players.
That's the thing when you have a good program is winning becomes an expectation, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Heavy.
We heard some boo birds in Swift Current back in the years, too. There's a lot of boo birds.
Still is from time to time as Toby Allred skies that one into foul territory. And Jack Barry makes the catch, 2 away. Toby Allred, the dubious honor of being the beer batter.
Yeah, that's always a fun one, eh?
You ever a beer batter?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Did it ever mess with you? Get in your dome, motivate you? Like, what's it like? Because I know the guys hear it.
Yeah, of course. You know, there's guys I've played baseball with. They're like, I tune everything out when I'm at the plate. I'm in a zone. I'm like, nah, you know, I never believed guys that ever said that because, you know, when someone's screaming at Haraska, you're junk, you're terrible, you're old, or whatever, you're slow and stupid. I could hear every single word. them, and I can hear my mother cheering for me. So
Ian
I can
McIntyre
hear
to the
it.
plate. Big cut, no water in the pool. 0-2 the count. Tying run represented by that runner on first.
So when you're the beer batter, you're aware.
I know a lot of teams almost embrace it. Catcher lines up off the plate. Check swing. Did he go?
No.
They say he did.
No.
All right. Well, a couple are stranded for the 57's. They trail 3-1. Bottom of the fourth. Straight ahead, 57's baseball for Living Sky Casino and Nutrien Ag Solutions.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Quaker Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Marcus Catalano leading off for Weyburn. Who do we got due up this inning? Catalano, Girardi, Scott, 7, 8, 9. Ryan Schweitzer along with Kelly Haraska. Happy to be here at Tom Lang Park in Weyburn. Always good hosts here. Some friendly folks, and strike one.
Yeah, wind has settled down a little bit.
As it
I
tends
thought
to
it
do.
looks like it was, there's going to be some weather, but it doesn't look like anything's going to happen here.
No, I think we'll be okay as Catalano, good bat speed on that offering, drills it foul towards the nearby horse corrals. And Isaiah Campa gets a long strike out of the deal, 0-2. Campa so far 3 innings of work, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. This will be the 16th batter that he's faced. And that is pitch number 52 of his evening here in the bottom of the fourth. 1-2 the count, 3-1 lead for the Weyburn Beavers.
Got someone warming up in the bullpen down there. I'm not familiar with these guys yet, but looks like someone's just getting warm, not getting heated up yet.
And the Beavers have their players' lounge here, so the camera won't be able to get a shot of it. That's Aaron Pugh limbering up.
All right.
Manitoban. Shout out to his family enjoying this webcast. We hope they're enjoying it in Boys of Ain, Manitoba. Just south of Brandon.
Boys of Ain.
Nice little community.
Yeah. Heard of it. I've never been there, but yeah, I've heard of it.
1-2 pitch inside. 2-2. Isaiah Campa pitching to Tanner Holan. Jack Large at first. Vinny Margiotta at second. Toby Allred at short. Colby Seltzer at third. Outfield. Ian McIntyre, Jared Binsfield, and James Moses. Calls strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Isaiah.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice slider on the outside part of the plate there. Caught the corner. And Catalana I'll just say number 20. Number 20, he didn't like it.
Marcus Catalano disagreeing with that strike 3 assessment. Seth Girardi and his socks to the plate now.
He's the only guy on the team with the socks. Looks good, though. Trendy.
It works for him.
Yeah.
You never did socks. Regular pants?
No, I wore high socks quite a bit.
You?
Yeah. Especially when we had terrible uniforms. Oh. I look at the 57's now, and I'm like, the uniforms look comfortable. They look like they fit. There's one year we had pinstripe uniforms. I don't know if you ever heard this story, but we think they put the zipper on the wrong side. We had the back side in the front and front side and the back, and it was just a weird fit, you know.
Not the most
bulgy in the
unis.
front. Bulgy in the front with a zipper.
2-2 the count. Isaiah Campa.
And that's the truth. That's not even
Seth
trying
Girardi.
to be funny. They made a mistake. They had to have. So, anyway, we wore socks quite a bit with those ones.
Maybe got a discount on those ones. Girardi tops that ball. It spins foul. Count remains 2-2, one down here, bottom of the fourth. 57's and the Weyburn Beavers. Swift with a night off tomorrow. And then a string of home games against Fort McMurray coming up.
That day off is going to feel good to these guys, I bet.
Very good.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good. It's a lot of baseball. 56 game schedule.
Yeah. Play a lot of games. Drive out here, you know, what is it, 3.5 hours out here from Swift?
Just over 3.
Over 3, yeah.
Just over 3. You're about an hour and a half to Moose Jaw, and then about another hour and change after that. Another offering fouled into the backstop. Count remains 2-2. Girardi, another war of attrition with Isaiah Campa. I believe it was a 7 or 8 pitch at bat the last time these two faced each other, so he'll battle with them. 2-2 with one down. Flares that into shallow right field. Vinny Margiotta, nice play by Vinny to track that down. Good athleticism by the second baseman.
Fleet of foot, yeah, for sure. Scampered over there. Snagged that quite easily, actually.
Oh, to be young and athletic.
Oh, yeah. Another thing Joe and I were talking about before the game. Like, I stood out in the field, and I just kind of, like, field level with these guys, and I'm like, I said, man, I couldn't even imagine, like, tying my cleats on. Even walking around in cleats would hurt my feet at this point, you know. Or swinging a bat, all the blisters you got to go through just to get your hands nice and calloused
and conditioned.
It just sounds like it hurts.
2 down. 1-0
it was
count
fun.
too.
It was fun. It was good stuff.
Tyler Scott. Well, some great memories for you in Swift, obviously,
absolutely.
in your playing days.
That's the one thing, you wish you could tell some of these young guys that get a chance to go play. You know, they're away from their hometown, and they might miss their girlfriend, miss their family, whoever it's going to be. But you'll look back on this when you're an adult one day, and you'll have your own family, and you'll get to tell these stories of the guys that you met. And you know what? Actually, it was Harv Martinez that always told me, he's like, and he always stated that it's more about the relationships than it is actually about the baseball. That you know, I remember championships. I remember some plays. I remember a lot of things that other guys, like some awesome things that I've seen on the baseball field. But mostly it's about the people that I met. And these guys that are up here right now, that's what they'll remember the most.
Tyler Scott, the number 9 hitter in Weyburn's batting order, walked in 4 pitches moments ago. Now Garrett Perez, their dangerous leadoff hitter at the plate. Last time he was up, a 2-out bunt with a runner on at third that ended up bringing home the Beavers' 3rd run of the ball game. So Perez, cagey at the plate, hitting .293, 1 on with 2 down. Tanner Holland thought about a snap throw to first, but pumped the brakes on that notion. 2-0 count here.
I see him kind of looking down the third base line, like, you know, I don't know if he's trying to deke the third baseman or is he actually looking to do it. I don't know why he would, because he's being tied up. There's a guy in front of him anyway.
Fly ball, center field, 1 hopper in front of Jared Binsfield. Runner advances, 2 on for the Beavers. The dangerous leadoff hitter Perez, seeing something that he can drive and getting himself on base.
Yep, just kind of stayed with the pitch he was given. Drive it up the middle. I'm assuming this guy at second base can run a little bit too.
Ty Scott, athletically inclined infielder for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, there's some mobility out there for the hometown Beavers at the moment. 2 away.
It's a good spot for this guy to be in hitting. You got 2 speedsters on the bases.
Gomez seeing the ball well tonight as well. 2 for 2. First pitch take. And strike 1. 2 down, 2 on for him here. Hometown Beavers up 3-1. This is the bottom of the 4th inning. We've been at play for just over an hour here. Ryan Schweitzer and Kelly Haraska bringing you the action. Wherever you may be and whomever you may be cheering for, glad to have you on board here. Fastball in from Campa. And that one catching the inside part of the plate. 0-2 the count with 2 down.
And that's the second one in the row. They came in on him. He must have a plan for him this time.
He's hit
He's
twice tonight.
He's got a guard against that inside fastball right now, so.
Home plate umpire calls time.
I could guess what they're going to throw, but then I look like a fool when they don't throw it. So
No, that's all right. Just sports predictions, just go with them. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how outlandish it is. Nothing too, I'm thinking down and out.
Right. Yeah. Slider.
Or fastball up.
Slider low.
Slider low. Let's see.
Too much of the plate, though.
There's a shot. One is going to score here. They'll pump the brakes with the runner at third, but the Beavers tally another one.
That's not where he wanted that pitch. That was like right down the middle. A pitch that was quite easy to handle, actually.
Here comes Joe. Aaron Pugh has been limbering up in the bullpen. Isaiah Campa 72 pitches thus far, 4-1 Beaver lead. And it looks like Joe is going to take the baseball and deploy Aaron Pugh. Your thoughts on what you saw from young Isaiah Campa tonight, Horse?
Yeah, actually I think Weyburn's is kind of scrappy. He made some good pitches. That last pitch right there might have been due to fatigue or something like that. 0-2, he made two wonderful fastballs on the inside part of the plate there, and then just kind of gave in with it looked like a get-me-over curve, and I know that's not what he was trying to do. It just, that ball hung up a little bit, and it was handled, hit up the middle. So, other than that, some of the hits, guys were off balance. They're just, you've talked about it. Weyburn's just kind of scrappy. He's got good stuff. Like his ball moves, and when his slider is down, it moves quite a bit.
And a scrappy team to deal with. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
And, they're a team. They're always going to give you an honest effort
For
against
sure.
them, night in and night
That's
out.
what it seems to be, yeah.
And they're a disciplined team as well. You got to bring your best against this squad. And they'll hold you accountable for any mistakes, too. Well-coached team, sitting in first place in the WNBL East.
And you know how it goes. Things can change. Things can change. Guys, they play a lot of games. Guys get hurt. Guys go home.
Earlier today, in the school game in Yorkton, that's a nice tradition that they have in Yorkton. They have a day where, kids from the neighboring schools just go and watch some baseball. So Yorkton played Regina today,
Nice.
and 11:35 in the morning start.
Right on.
And Regina with a 5-2 win over the Cardinals, who are struggling on the field, but a nice gesture there to have kids come in. We were that game a few years ago. Dozens of school buses and hundreds of kids there.
Was it
Just
fun or
partaking.
what?
No, it was a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, right?
Kids were good. Joe, he made a point, to tell the players to go out and meet the kids that were there.
Oh, good.
Really doing his part to help make it a good experience.
And I bet the Red Sox did something very similar to that. They're usually, they're cognizant of what's going on too. So.
Jack Barry, who's walked in this one.
But if you're thinking about sending your kid up here to play, don't go to Regina. Go to Swift Current.
Absolutely. Taking nothing away from that Red Sox program, of course. Always good hosts when we're there as well. But yeah, Swifty, the premium destination.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Not just saying that because they're paying me to. 1-0 count to Barry, the Australian, as he fouls that towards the nearby residential area in sunny Weyburn.
Yeah, his last at bat, he hit a ball deep center into the wind. If there was no wind, that ball would have been out for sure. He made good contact, got extended. Big, strong guy.
Barry on the year, 1 home run. He's appeared in 4 games, so someone who's used somewhat sparingly. Aaron Pugh ahead of him right now, 1-2 in the count.
Did he just get here? Do you know?
Barry?
Yeah.
No, he's been here opening day.
Oh, really?
But Phil Curtis and the Weyburn Beavers, though, with a pretty deep roster. And there's another one that is belted hard to center field. Binsfield at the wall. That one hops on the warning track. A double for Barry. A run's going to score, and it's a 4-run lead for the home team. Good piece of hitting. Count 1-2 against him, and he belted that baseball.
Yeah, I've seen nothing but good swings from that guy today. So if he's only played in 4 games, obviously he had a sore foot or something wrong with him. Guy can swat it a little bit. Yeah.
Worth the plane ticket from down under to get here for Phil Curtis and crew.
Yeah.
Drake Palat. And once again, Weyburn, they've done some damage. Another 2-out shot where runs have come in to score. Weyburn's really done well with 2 outs on the board.
2-out RBI. That'll win you some games.
6-1 lead for the Beavers. They're up 5 here. Good news for the 57's is they got time to get back into this one.
Assuming that Weyburn will just lay down and not keep doing what they're doing right now, right? Scrapping runs together. Just getting it done.
Drake Pillett. Curveball from Pugh. Ground ball to Colby Seltzer, who double clutches and makes the throw to first. Seltzer on target, but the Beavers put up a few more in their half of the 4th. 4 innings in the books. 6-1 Weyburn. Back with more of this 57's webcast for you shortly.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to this live Swift Current 57's webcast on Twitter and YouTube. Ryan Schweitzer along with Kelly Haraska, Swift Current 57's. Well, I keep Swift Current 57's legend. I guess you played for the Indians back in the day.
Sure, yeah.
You were someone who was not against that name change.
No, I was all for it. You know, that was a long time coming, that one. Yeah, we talked about this last year. You know, they switched the name, and I basically gave away all my Indian stuff. Gave it away to whatever the local Goodwill in the United States called Goodwill,
Bakersfield.
where you give away your clothes and stuff, and they sell it.
Margiota, Moses, and Seltzer, 8-9-1 due up here. Vinny swings and misses. Liam Rosebeck, mid-80s fastball is what his velo is hitting on the gun tonight. Something off speed there, and the count is 1-2 to Margiota.
Yeah, and it looks like he spins a change in there at about 74, 75 as well.
Margiota ground ball, third. Barry, the Australian, says, "G'day, mate," and guns down Margiota.
Yeah, pretty routine play. Took it on his backhand, threw it over there. Looks smooth.
Makes it look easy, and I know it is.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's not. He knows better. He knows better at this field to get that ball before it gets over top of that lip, because I've played some third base at this field, and it's can get treacherous.
Yeah.
Once it hits the red clay.
Few adventures. James Moses hitting .276 on the year. Moses hit his second home run of the season against the Melville Millionaires yesterday in Swift. Right fielder, number 9 spot in the order. Fastball up. Count 2-0 to James. Moses out of Towson, Maryland. Good take by James. That one was close. 3-0 count.
Yeah, no, we need to see some pitches here. Get some base runners.
Moses takes on 3-0, as most hitters are wont to do, 3-1.
Yeah.
You ever swing at a 3-0 fastball?
I haven't. But I saw a guy from Okotoks hit one over the houses in Swift Current off of Joe Carnahan in the playoffs one time on a 3-0. I was playing shortstop. I go, Joe, be careful here. He grooved it. The guy hit it over the houses. So if you've been watching the webcast and know where Swift Current is, what's that street behind there?
McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it went. I'm telling the story. It went over the houses. Yeah, for sure.
Colby Seltzer, leadoff hitter. There's one down and one on here. 57's. Haven't had a ton of base runners in this one. Seltzer hit a home run on the second pitch of the ball game. That's one of 3 57's hits. We're now in the top of the 5th. We know that this team is offensively capable, but Liam Rosebeck, with the wind at his back, has been paying the bills for the Beavers here in front of some good defense as well. Credit where credit's due.
Yeah, it'd be nice if Swift Current could get deep in some counts here. Pitching behind in this inning right now, so I don't mind taking a pitch here either.
Rosebeck, 65 pitches. That's number 66 for strike one in this exchange. Rosebeck has walked 2 and struck out 5 thus far. Quick check of the runner at first.
Yeah, I just don't see a steal here. I don't see it.
Moses on at first. Count 2-1. In the dirt. James stays put at first. Count now 3-1.
And even on a play like that, ball in the dirt, you're trying to get the second base on that. So Swift Current's being a little bit conservative on the base path. Obviously, they don't want to give up outs.
Seltzer, I think he was sitting on fastball there. That's popped up. Girardi makes the catch. 2 down. I think Colby just missing on that swing there.
Yeah. Yeah, good swing on it.
Jack Large with his team down by 5.
Need a spark here, Schweitzy.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, we just heard the Raptors are leading 62-56. Did they say leading or trailing?
It must be. I don't know. We got the internet going here.
2 down.
They are
Trailing.
trailing. Halftime.
We are a nation ready to celebrate with Golden State
Right.
with other plans.
Every stadium across Canada showing it on the Jumbotron. It's a money grab, Schweitzer.
It is. Jack Large swings and misses.
Sell $15 beers and $20 ticket admission.
Yeah, just up the road in Regina, they were showing it at Mosaic Stadium, the football stadium that houses around 40,000, I think. 30,000, 40,000. It's a big stadium. You been in there yet?
No, I haven't. I've driven by it, obviously.
Magnificent facility.
Yeah, it looks cool.
James Moses at first, Large at the plate. He takes, and it's a 2-1 count now with 2 away.
Rosebeck?
Liam Rosebeck.
Yeah. I don't know if he's getting uncomfortable out there. A couple pickoffs to first base. Kind of pitching behind now. It doesn't mean that, Swift Current is responding to that. It's just, I don't know why he's picking off over there.
The wind's suddenly picking up in velocity
yeah.
and now blowing across the field.
Now we go.
Jack Large out in front of that pitch, and he knew it. 1 is stranded. Bottom of 5 coming up. 57 still trailing 6-1. Back with more of this 57's baseball webcast shortly.
Today, the world world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball in Weyburn. It's suddenly a bit windy here. Nice job, Ethan, getting a shot of the flags in center field as the wind now gusting big time right in the grill of hitters in this one. Nolan Macabrota to lead off. Macabrota, Summers, Catalano due up for the Beavers here in the bottom of the fifth. They lead at 6-1 in their home whites. Aaron Pugh breaking ball.
Seems like Catalano's up every inning, isn't it? Doesn't it seem like that?
Well, they've strung together a few hits, so
yeah,
a few familiar faces. 9 hits for the Beavers, a couple of 3-run innings in the second and fourth. Bottom of the fifth now. Pugh just missing on that offering. 2-0 count here to Catalano.
Pitch was framed nicely. That was top of the strike zone there, I'd say.
Joe Carnahan with what you could call an embarrassment of riches behind the plate. Tanner Holen. He's been strong behind the dish. Ground ball. Vinny Margiotta in time. Off to first. They get Macabrota.
Did you guys lose these? Steve did?
Thank you for asking, though. Everything's blowing away here at the ballpark. So.
Right. Friendly people in Weyburn.
Very among the friendliest on the tour.
And I saw that paper blow out onto the rocks there. And she walked it all the way up the stairs to see if it was ours.
Very friendly.
Very friendly. Is Weyburn the friendly city?
No, that's Moose Jaw.
That's Moose Jaw.
Although Moose Jaw, for years they were known as the friendly city. And then they changed their city's branding motto. They were surprisingly unexpected. And now I think they're still surprisingly unexpected, but now they also refer to themselves, their latest marketing campaign for the city of Moose Jaw is Canada's most notorious city. Because there's the history of Al Capone and the Prohibition era and everything, and the tunnels of Moose Jaw. So now they're embracing that. So they're friendly yet notorious.
And also
surprisingly unexpected.
And that moose, aren't they in a little tiff with someone from Norway about having the bigger moose or something like that?
Yes, a big battle with Norway.
Is it Norway?
Yep, Norway.
Sweden?
Norway.
No,
Norway. Yep, one of the.
Thought I caught that.
Because Moose Jaw
on my Google feed or something.
Well, they have Max the moose there, and in Norway they built a giant. It looked like a chrome moose that's literally a foot taller. So then Moose Jaw was challenged as there's a fly ball there by Summers, hit to Jared Binsfield. Good job on camera one following that.
But it's a silver moose. Did you say it's a silver moose?
It's like chrome or silver. It's shiny.
Right.
And it's like a foot taller. So that's the thing.
That's not
in
a moose.
Jaw.
That's not a real moose. Shiny moose. There's no shiny moose. I saw 2 moose driving here.
You saw 2 moose driving? Wow.
Well, yeah, no, seriously. I saw them just north of Yellowgrass. Actually, that's yeah.
And that's
surprised to see them this far south, but
that's one area where I failed as a Canadian because true story. 42 years old, lived in Canada my whole life. I've never seen a moose in the wild.
Really?
Never.
Saw 2 hanging out on the railroad tracks.
Seen bears.
Yeah.
I've seen eagles a few times, which is somewhat rare up here.
Yeah.
Still haven't seen a damn moose in
the
wild.
Oh.
Yeah, it eats at me. And you said you saw 2 on the way.
Yeah,
damn
for
you.
sure.
It's very upsetting to me. You can tell.
Yeah, no, and they're more
Catalano
common
at the plate now.
More common in southern Saskatchewan. Apparently, the story goes as the wolf population goes up, they're chasing them out of the north or there, out of the bushes, and There's lots of food down here.
0-2, 2 away. Aaron Pugh working against Catalano. Oh, people claim to see them around Swift Current all the time.
For sure, yeah.
Not this guy. One hopper in front of Holen with the count 0-2. 1-2 now with 2 down.
Just reminded me that I have to slow down when I drive home tonight because they've got a matte finish on their fur too, right? So they don't, and they're kind of tall, so your lights don't hit their eyeballs like deer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
you
come
hit 'em-
through your windshield.
Called strike. No. All right. I was ready to bust out the big voice for the strike 3, but 2-2 the count. Thought that breaking ball was over, but yeah, if a moose hits you,
Or you hit it.
your vehicle's a
in
write-off,
trouble.
and you might be too.
Yes.
Two and two, 2 down. Low velocity ground ball. Toby Allred charges, makes the transition from glove to throwing hand, and they get the out at first. That was close.
I would say. Yeah, for sure.
Swift will take it.
That's the break we needed, Schweitzer.
Is that the spark?
Is that it?
perhaps,
Is
that
that
lights
it?
the flame? 5 innings in the books, 6-1 Weyburn. Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball here in Weyburn. A couple of big winning streaks on the line here. '57's winners of their last 5. Weyburn winners of their last 8.
We reviewing the tape?
Oh, just queuing up the commercials so that we can
I see.
hit those in the next stoppage. It's a multitasked operation.
Yeah.
Tanner Holen leading off for the 57's.
Yeah, folks at home there listening to this and watching online, there's ropes and strings going every which way. 2 cameras. Got Ethan Schweitzer working the
Camera
action
1.
camera 1,
2, yep,
camera
there.
2.
Camera 2, go with the wide shot there.
Yeah, big operation here.
Holen, McDeach, Binsfield, 3-4-5 due up here. Heart of the order for the 57's. Holen, 379 average on the year. Deals with a 1-0 count. And with a crack of the bat, that's sent to the outfield. Could be trouble, and that's going to hop to the wall. Holen gallops to second base. Leadoff double for the 57's catcher. Swift in need of some offense. Tanner
Yeah.
Holen answering the call.
That ball sounded nice off the bat, didn't it? Nice crack to it.
Definitely hit that one on the screws as Ryan McDeach. McDeach 1 for 2 this game. He's been on a tear lately as well. His average up to 323.
And that's a good start. That's what Swift Current needs. You don't want to, you'll take anything. You'll take base runners, but to get a guy on second base to start it out, it's...
First pitch to McDeach, misses low.
Stay out of that double play.
That was Rosebeck's 75th pitch of the ball game. 5 innings of work thus far. Striking out 6. McDeach drills that hard into the backstop.
And the wind is back to where it started at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, just blowing across right now.
Pull to pull. And the ball will fly out in left field for sure.
Meg Deach, first home run of the season yesterday at the expense of the Melville Millionaires. Called strike 2 as he takes. It's an effective pitch for Rosebeck to throw to the lefty Meg Deach, the right-handed pitcher. As that one looked just above his shoes, 1-2 the count. Good take by Ryan, 2-2 the count.
Got some action in the Beaver bullpen there.
Rosebeck with a 5-run lead, approaching 80 pitches for the evening. Rosebeck and Seth Girardi take a little bit to agree on the 2-2, but they settle on that breaking ball low. 3-2 the count now. Nobody out, runner on at second. Tanner Holen with a leadoff double.
Yeah, and he's going to be careful out there. Any ball hit the left-hand side, it's got to be through almost to go.
3-2. Meg Deach, ground ball, hit to Ty Scott at second. He kicks it,
go.
And Meg Deach
Safe.
not quite there in time. Good recovery by Ty Scott to pick up that ball and hurry it to first with Meg Deach bearing down. Tanner Holen advances to third base through that. There's one down.
I think that was a legitimate call, that one. I don't want it to be, though.
No, it was close. Now Jared Binsfield to the plate, and Coach Phil Curtis doing a nice slow walk. Out to chat with his pitchers and infield. Looks like he's going to take the ball from Rosebeck here. Solid start.
Yeah. He did look at the last inning. He looked like he was laboring a little bit. He still got out of the inning, of course, but you know, it was just something different than the first 4 innings.
Worked 5 1/3, allowing 5 hits, 1 earned run. Second pitch out of his hand was a home run the other way, but
sure.
After that, settling down.
Yeah.
Now pitching for the Weyburn Beavers, number 16, Seth Pig. This pitching change brought to you by
Yeah, mid-80s guy, but he's got 3 pitches that he can throw for strikes. They looked effective. His changeup looked like he had good arm speed on it.
Setup guy for the Beavers coming in. Second time, actually third time this year, the 57's have seen Reno, Nevada's Seth Pig. 5 appearances on the year for Pig, 6 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 2 hits, striking out 7 and walking 1. And as of today, a spotless ERA for the native of Reno.
Wow.
So he's done everything you could ask of him this year. Right-handed pitcher. Got that delivery from out here.
Yeah, I'm wondering
as well.
if he's just like a 1 inning, you know, like a
5
finish
appearances,
shot.
6 2/3.
Yeah,
so
you're right. Yeah, for sure. Just finish off. Just get out of this inning so they can probably have someone else in the bullpen. Nope, they don't.
We'll see how far they rely on Seth Pig here. So this will be his 6th appearance and the 3rd time that the 57's have seen him. Right-handed pitcher.
Coming from down low, too, almost doing Swift Current a favor. You know, because, I mean, maybe you can see out there. I don't know. I never could. But, you know, you drop down like that, you're almost doing them a favor.
In reference to that black wall as opposed to the white building
Yep.
out there, gives the opposition a chance to see things better.
Yeah.
Potentially, that pitch coming from 9 o'clock out there.
Yeah.
Seth Pig, nobody on, facing Jared Binsfield, ground ball. Pardon me, runner on at third base. 1-3. Binsfield erased from the equation.
But then again, it might not matter. He can spin the ball funny up there too.
Toby
dropping
Allred.
down like that.
It's a different look.
It is for sure. Yep.
Toby Allred. First pitch from Pig, strike 1. Tanner Holen at third base. 0-1 the count to Toby. outside. 1-1.
So he's thrown 3 pitches, and I've seen 3 different things. I saw kind of like a not hard and kind of move the ball in on the righty. Saw the slider, and now the fastball to the outside.
1-1. Breaking ball from Pig there, fouled out. 1-2.
So yeah, it's 2 batters, 3 different pitches. He's only thrown 4, up in the count. He's probably really effective here for an inning or 2 for sure.
1-2 pitch, 2 down. Allred fouls that offering out of here and continues to battle with the right-hander. 1-2 with 2 down. 5-run lead for the Beavers. They lead at 6-1 here. Top of the 6th inning, getting into the twilight innings of this contest. Joe's got some offensive horses in that stable. He'll need all of them. Toby Allred puts a charge into that ball. It's careening towards foul territory, though, and not playable, as that ball promptly exits Tom Lang. Pig continues to battle with Allred.
Yeah, for sure. Got out front of that a little bit, clearly. Yanking that foul.
Toby Allred at the plate now. Ian McIntyre on deck. Toby hitting .282.
Be nice. 2-out RBI here.
Bottom half of the order for the 57's.
Give us
Still
something to cheer about here.
Yeah, well, the bottom half of the order needs to get a hit here. Allred out in front of that 65-mile-an-hour offering. That'll do, Pig.
Yeah.
That'll do.
That's a good performance right there.
Bottom of 6, straight ahead. 6-1, the 57's trail.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien, an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Aaron Pugh getting set for another inning of work. Pugh 1 1/3 thus far, allowing 1 hit, facing 5 batters. Second pitcher utilized by Joe Carnahan. For the Weyburn Beavers, 8-9-1, Seth Girardi, Ty Scott, and Garrett Perez. So the Beavers turning the order over another time here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 6-1 lead for the hometown Beavers. Aaron Pugh and the 57's defense trying to keep it that way as Seth Girardi getting cagey, tries to get a bunt down here to lead off.
Anything to get on base, right? Yeah.
Of 5 in the 6th inning, sure.
Yeah, I don't know what he's, maybe he sees something there. Got infield's back a little bit.
He's going to swing away and foul that one out of Tom Lang. Straight
and I
2.
guess one thing that says is that Weyburn's going to continue to play, right? So Swift Current's just going to kind of sit back and see what happens.
I know years ago talking...
Weyburn is just, they're going to take advantage.
Talking to Cole Armstrong a few years ago. As a called strike 3 there, Aaron Pugh takes care of Girardi. Unwritten rule, is it up 6 after 6? Stretch singles into doubles up until that point, 6 after 6. You buy into that one? Or?
There's all these cardinal rules in sports, but there's also tone of game and time of season. You know what I mean? just have to have your finger on the pulse of what's going on. You know, if you've got a very capable team down by 6 in the 6th, do you stop trying to win? You know, like there's that philosophy. Like you don't let good teams try to get back in the game. Is there a point where you want to stop doing that, where you feel like a team is down? Yes. Mm-hmm. Is it an absolute number, like 6 after 6? I don't think so.
No, it's very subjective. You're right.
And some people take exception to it. I mean, that's how brawls start. You know, it's kind of some of those things in baseball.
Aaron Pugh is dealing now, second consecutive strikeout for the native of Boissevain, as he takes care of Ty Scott. Garrett Perez to the plate now. Perez 2 for 3 with a run scored and a run batted in, top of the order. What are you liking from Aaron Pugh thus far, pitcher for the 57's?
Right over the top. Looks like it's coming out of his hand with some decent velocity there.
That wind not quite as ferocious. 2 down here. Breaking ball from Pugh. Perez out in front of it. Strike 1.
So he kind of comes straight over the top. So, you know, if you're seeing fastball and then he kind of drops that curve or slider or whatever that is.
Aaron Pugh just filling up the zone here in the bottom of the 6th.
No one's getting real great swings on him so far here.
0-2. Breaking ball blocked by Holen. Nobody on, 1-2 now.
So to me, I mean, I've never seen him pitch before, so he comes straight over the top, and then he's got a 12-6 like curve, right? That he obviously likes with 2 strikes.
1-2 pitch. Goes back to that curveball, and it pays the bills. 12-6 on that curve, getting the job done here for the Swift Current 57's. Aaron Pugh strikes out the side.
Yeah, let's see. That was a good inning. Maybe that'll be the spark now.
We're looking for that elusive spark. Perhaps Pugh has provided it. Top of 7 straight ahead.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.com.
Welcome back to our live webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball in Weyburn. Ryan Schweitzer along with Kelly Haraska. Happy to bring you tonight's game between the Weyburn Beavers and the 57's. 6-1 lead for Weyburn. We talked about it throughout tonight, Horse, that 57's in search of a spark. Aaron Pugh striking out the side. 3 tough outs that he was able to take care of in relatively few pitches, so we'll see if that can help spur things on offensively as Ian McIntyre leads off. 7-8-9 due up for Swift. McIntyre, Margiota, Moses.
We're hoping that did it.
We're hoping. Yeah.
Higgs looking solid right now.
But McIntyre, Margiota, and Moses hopefully can get Swift Current fans saying, because their names all start with M, is what I was going for there. Not my best. 1-1 the count to Ian McIntyre.
Sometimes I zone out and I'm not catching your jokes here, Schweitzer. I was thinking about my double cheeseburger there.
Sometimes the material just isn't that good too, man.
Maybe.
It's all right. No need to have you here to put lipstick on a pig, man.
Haven't heard, cooler than the other side of the pillow yet today.
I haven't used that one yet this year.
No. Maybe I shouldn't say it, without. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
3-1 the count to McIntyre.
I did hear ominous clouds though today.
When applicable, yes. And there's been a few that have rolled through.
And
here.
you said that today.
Ominous clouds in the what direction are we facing here? The southern sky,
I don't even
guess.
know. Yeah. Thinking. Yeah.
3-1 McIntyre. Big hack with cruel intentions.
There's another one.
There's one that I used a lot circa 2005. I think DJ File always swung with cruel intentions back in the day.
Wonder if he's listening. Probably not.
Where's he now? Lloydminster?
Lloydminster, yeah.
Up in
He's
Lloyd.
Probably lifting weights.
3-2 to Ian McIntyre. Seth Pigg gets him, strike 3. Vinny Margiotta to the plate.
Second baseman, Vinny Margiotta.
57's 4 hits in this ball game.
It looks like Weyburn's going to roll with Pig here. They've got nobody in the bullpen. His stats suggest that he's a one-inning guy, right?
Well, the teams are so busy.
And
they play so much baseball in such a short amount of time. If you can get extended innings from a guy, take the opportunity. Fly ball, Seth Girardi, that's a tough play to make, tougher than people think.
Yeah. Well, with this is a tough one for fly balls at this particular time in the game, right? The twilight with the lights on the field. Anything up a little bit gets gray up there.
So 0-1 the count after Margiotta.
So DH is fun to play here. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah.
Ryan Magdeech DHing tonight for 57's. 0-1 to Margiotta. Ground ball. Summers takes that on the run. And smooth as a bikini wax executes that 6-3.
I jarred something loose in you, Schweitzy.
Yeah, here we go.
Got a little.
He opened the floodgates of.
Got a little kick off the lip there on the grass.
Like that play by Summers at short, though, just charging right after it. That's a tough play that he made look pretty easy.
Yeah.
James Moses will add a degree of difficulty for Seth Pigg as he hits from the left side against the right-hander from Nevada. That ball with all kinds of spin, hopping away from Girardi, ball 1.
Yeah, he's kind of featuring, looks like, that submarine there, a little change up there, kind of moving the ball away from lefties into righties. It's tough. Then he'll sizzle a fastball on you. Or that break and pitch.
That was pitch number 17 of the evening for Seth Pigg. Inside, 2-1.
Framed well. It looked like it. What does it look like up here, right? Looked in. It was framed well, though.
2-1 with 2 down. Three and 1. Put you on the spot here based on what you've seen from Pigg. What's he throwing?
He's got a changeup that he likes to run, like I said. So he runs that one away or into righties. And he's got a fastball that's straight that I think he likes that on the other well, see, that's a fastball. It tails, right? He's got that tailing fastball, but his changeup is very similar. Likes to keep it down, and then he kind of hooks in like and it's pretty sharp too. It's got late break on his breaking pitch too. So
Seth Pigg, first walk of the game by him, issued to James Moses, the number 9 hitter. Seth Girardi, catcher, gonna go chat with his pitcher. Seth on Seth convo. Umpire Trevor Stoico is gonna go bust up this powwow. Colby Seltzer who has provided the Swift Current 57's their lone run of the ball game with that solo dinger back in the second pitch of this contest.
Could use another one of those right now.
I think that's what Ruben Rodriguez just singled him in the third base coach position. Just gave him the home run signal.
Cream one over the fence.
Yep. 2 away, 1 on. Looked like a breaking ball that traveled outside there for strike 1. 2 down. Gust of wind. Dislodging some beer cans, some empties. Pitch out. I think I just heard someone warming up in their bullpen.
Yep.
Yeah, they got someone limbering up there. So the 7th inning, 2 down. Two and 1 the count.
And so that must be, I'm just merely guessing at this point, that's what must happen with Pig. You can see clearly it's a little bit different now.
Called strike. 2 and 2.
Get someone on base. I mean, he was rolling. It's not like he's not throwing well right now anyway. Just that must be his thing. You get someone on, then they start warming someone else up.
2-2. Seltzer skies that one. That's headed towards the fans. Buzzes our control tower. The metallic clank of baseball on metal bleacher.
I love the fans. As soon as that ball went up, someone screaming, "Catch it!" Because we had one of the other pop-ups was fumbled there.
Mm-hmm.
As if it's that easy, right?
Some think it is.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
No. No, nothing but respect for the athletes out there. Seth Pig strikes out Colby Seltzer. I imagine that'll probably be the night for Pig coming in and working 2 here. Bottom of 7 coming up, still a 6-1 Beaver lead. Back with more of the Swift Current 57's webcast shortly. Following the 57's on the road, this webcast brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Nutrient Ag Solutions. Corbett Cimadavia coming in to pitch, native of Georgia. Deployed by Joe Carnahan here in the bottom of the 7th. Corbett from Newman, Georgia, freshman at West Georgia Tech. 6'3", 230 is what he's officially listed as. Corbett's got some good stuff and some tools. Looking to find his footing here in the WNBL.
WNBL? WCBL.
WCBL, yeah.
There you go.
I just got used to not calling us the Indians like
right?
a few games ago. So.
And you know what? I was just thinking I may have called them the Indians a couple of times on this webcast. Who knows?
I think you've been good tonight. So Corbett coming in. High degree of difficulty assignment for Cimadavia, the freshman. 2, 3, 4 due up. Gomez, Berry, Pillett. So the youngster from Georgia, right-handed pitcher, righty on righty matchup. First assignment, Dario Gomez. Fastball's drilled into the backstop.
84.
84 on the gun, 0-1.
It's been a long time since I've stood in the batter's box. It looks like 110 miles an hour to me.
Well, and at our Field of Dreams dinner this year, as we'll just wait for Corbett to throw this pitch here and finish the thought. Another fastball off the bucket of Tanner Holen. Endless amount of respect for catchers for dealing with that a couple times a game, getting high velocity balls rattled off the mask. But Ricky Romero, former pitcher for the Blue Jays, was one of the guest speakers at Field of Dreams, eh?
Yeah.
And he was talking about his first big league at bat, and the thing that surprised him was how close the pitcher seemed to feel for it. Eh?
Yeah.
Like, just felt like he was a few feet away. So you get someone like Corbett out there, who's 6'3", or some of these other guys that are 6'6", probably feels like they're just releasing the ball right in front of your face. As Corbett, breaking ball, 0-2, just missing outside.
Speaking of that foul ball off the mask, their umpire did a solid too, little subtlety, walk the ball out to the pitcher to give the catcher a little moment. Gather himself a little bit.
Just a bit up. Well, yeah, and there's respect between catchers and umpires as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just, that's what they do, and that's good. A good umpire will do that.
2-2 pitch. Corbett, fastball.
Or an umpire that has a clue what's going on out there, for sure.
Well, I know Trevor.
I guess they both kind of know about getting hit in the face with the ball, huh?
Stoico's done a ton of games in Yorkton and Millville area. I haven't seen him in these parts.
Seems pretty solid. His zone is consistent.
He's been at this game for a while. 3-2. Called strike 3. Corbett gets him.
That was a good pitch.
Great pitch, righty on righty.
Impossible to hit. Yeah, 85. Best fastball so far.
That's a good spot, too.
Yeah, good spot. Down and out.
Dario Gomez out of Oakley, California.
Pitcher's pitch, 3-2.
Mulaney, Australia's Jack Barry to the plate. Barry's been a thorn in the side of the 57's. 1 for 2 with a couple RBI in this 6-1 Weyburn Beaver lead, 1 down. Bottom of the 7th inning. Corbett Cimadavia.
Oh, a little behind on that one. Wasn't expecting it or something.
Induces a swinging strike. Barry will step out of the batter's box. And
yeah, he beat him with that fastball up there.
Good pitch from Corbett. 0-1 the count. 1 down here in the 7th. Ground ball hit towards the 57's dugout. Strike 2 for Corbett. Cimadavia, highly touted coming in. Touched up in his first 2 appearances and just needs to have that good outing, I think, once he gets that confidence up. I have a feeling this will be a dangerous weapon in Joe Carnahan's arsenal here.
Yeah, the guy just came to a strange country, right? From Georgia.
That ball is hit deep to left field. Ian McIntyre slides hard into the fence. He going to be okay? He went all in after that. He's up. So count remains 0-2. You
know, some of these guys, especially Georgia, I mean, they show up in Swift Current and they just met new people and they're sleeping in strange beds and, it's a new culture.
Freshman-aged kid doing all that, too.
Sure, yeah. It's a great experience for him, right?
Very great experience.
Yeah.
But
I think, anyway.
An adjustment to be made, for sure.
Yeah. Once he settles in and gets comfortable out there. 87.
87 on the gun for Corbett.
Yeah. Let's bring it, threes.
Although Corbett, I will say this, and I know that his billet dad is listening right now. He lives with the mayor of Swift Current, Dennis Perot.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, that's Corbett's billet dad. So.
Okay.
Nice place in a new residential area.
Yeah.
Denny also houses hockey players in the winter time.
Mayor,
Legionnaires.
Same mayor, he's all in, eh?
Oh, he's involved.
Waving flags on the street and playoff games and all kinds of stuff. See, that's a tough ball to see.
Yeah, James Moses in right field.
Oh, we got it though.
Moses makes the catch for second out. No, he's definitely an all-in mare with the Swift Current sports teams. Even got him on roller skates once, helping out the redneck Betties.
Yeah.
Tough out here.
So yeah, if his folks are listening, I'm sure they already know and have heard that. I'm sure he, won the lottery as far as billets go, right? I'm sure he's enjoying it.
He's in a good spot.
Seems
for
like
sure.
a pretty good guy. That mare.
Breaking ball from Corbett, up 1-1. Drake Pillett out of Winnipeg, 2 down. Swinging strike.
Yeah, he's got good stuff. When he keeps that fastball down, it's like changes planes.
Changes planes. What do you mean by that?
He's over the top, so the ball starts high and it dives down.
Curveball, strike 3. That's just a great inning of work from Corbett Seaman-Davila. His best inning thus far with the 57's. The young man, I think, needed a shot to the confidence.
And he's smiling too.
Grinning like a butcher's dog after that one.
And the whole team's coming out to greet him. They like what they see. Kid from Georgia.
57's.
Staying with the mare.
Yep, still trailing in this one, but a morale boost to the dugout. We'll be back with more of this 57's webcast shortly.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
This webcast of Swift Current 57's Baseball brought to you by Living Sky Casino, Nutrien Ag Solutions, The Hearing Place, the Coast Hotel in Swift Current, the official host hotel of the Swift Current 57's, Houston Pizza, Saskatchewan Abilities Council Swift Current Branch, and the World Under-17 Hockey Challenge, coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat this November. Get early bird tickets until June 18th at tickets.scbroncos.com.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball in Weyburn. Ryan Schweitzer, Kelly Haraska. Just of note there, this webcast brought to you in part by the World Under-17 Hockey Championships, which are coming to Swift Current and Medicine Hat. The early bird ticket deadline has been extended to June 28th, so secure your seat for when the world comes to Swift Current and Medicine Hat. And you can visit the Bronco stable and purchase tickets online at tickets.scbroncos.com as Jack Large set to lead off here. 57's going 2-3-4, Large, Holen, and McDeech. Top of the 8th.
If it's going to happen, I mean, it should happen now.
Has to start
Corbett,
now.
great inning.
Aaron Pugh, great inning before that as well.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So,
yeah.
a couple of strong innings from the 57's bullpen here, keeping the damage at 5.
It looks like the 57's got a little excited there after that half of the inning.
It was a morale boost. Left-handed pitcher into deal for Weyburn, Jacob Jordan out of Lodi, California. Put you on the spot here. Where's Lodi?
Is it Lodi or Lodi? I'm not exactly sure.
L-O-D-I?
Not exactly sure.
Nowhere near Bakersfield,
we got
obviously.
these handheld computers right here, eh? So we can take a look.
Ground ball, Large, Ty Scott, 4-3. 1 down. Fire up the Google Maps.
Google Maps. I'll tell you. Oh yeah. Okay. North of Stockton there. Yeah, it's
just south of Sacramento.
Yeah. Yeah, right out there. Small community there. Just you've
Right
been
on.
up there, JD.
Johnny DeVisser, yeah. Well,
DeVisser, he's kind of up in that area, right?
Yeah, Modesto, Oakdale area.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Didn't make it to Lodi on the tour when we were there.
No. It looks like it's a smaller community there, just just south.
Happy to have
Sacramento.
the family of Jacob Jordan tuned into this one from, hope I'm saying it right, Lodi?
I want to say Lodi. I think I've heard of the town.
Okay. It's been educational.
And if they're listening, I'm a Canadian transplant living in Bakersfield. And right now they just went, oh my goodness, poor you. So
the native
I'm flying home tomorrow actually, and it's 41 degrees Celsius there.
Oh my.
That's warm. No mosquitoes though. It's a dry hot.
Wow.
Those are the things I gotta.
Up here it's windy and full of mosquitoes, but never on the same day. As the native of Lodi, California, moments ago, striking out Tanner Holen, 2 down. Ryan McDeach facing Jordan, the lefty. Lefty on lefty matchup here, inside to McDeach as that one got past the catcher. No runners on, no harm done. Count 1-0, 2 down. Top of the 8th, a 6-1 Weyburn lead. No runs in this one since the 4th inning. McDeach, pitch inside. As he backs that thing up to get out of the way of that offering. 2-0 count with 2 down. This inning brought to you by Tourism Lodi.
Yeah.
2-0. Called strike to McDeach.
And I could be wrong, Schweitzy.
Lodi.
It sounds like I've heard of it before.
We'll do our homework on the bus ride home tonight.
Sure.
2-1. 2 down. McDeach puts a good swing on that baseball. Drills it to Marcus Catalano's neck of the woods in right field. 57's with a hit. McDeach is on.
Solid contact right there. Solid.
Outfielder Jared Binsfield. Second summer in Swifty for Binsfield, the native of Saskatoon. 0 for 3 in this game, but still hitting a respectable .370 on the year. He's got Ryan McDeach on at first with 2 down. Weyburn a couple of 3-run innings in this one to lead at 6-1. Ground ball, Barry, third baseman.
Good arm.
Throw is
Airmail,
over
though.
the first baseman, airmailed, and McDeach is going to gallop to third base. So Binsfield finds himself on base via the dreaded E5. And Ryan McDeach situates himself in scoring position for Toby Allred.
Now batting, shortstop, Toby Allred.
2 out, bottom of the 8th. Eastern Showdown, 57's and Weyburn Beavers. Swift down by 5. Outside offering taken by Toby, who's got runners on the corners to work with here. One 0. Called strike, 1-1. Jacob Jordan trying to keep the 57's at bay.
Nope.
Did he go on that? No, he didn't. Count will be 2-1.
Twisted on it. Kept his hands back, though.
Everybody staying put as that one didn't bounce too far away from Seth Girardi.
I'm no baseball genius or anything, but I think a home run right here would be... That'd be a good thing.
That would be a ideal case scenario.
That was a good pitch.
Nice pitch from Jordan. 2-2 with 2 down.
He doesn't throw hard, but it looks like that breaking pitch is sharp. Late break.
2-2. It's a fastball outside, full count. Toby elects not to chase after that offering outside the zone.
Maybe a pick over to first right now. Seems to be routine, lefty. 3-2, 2 out.
Well, he's going to focus on Toby here and strike him out. Top of the 8th is in the books. Nothing doing for the 57's. They strand a couple. Bottom of on the way still. A 6-1 Weyburn Beavers lead.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years' experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball on Twitter and YouTube. Glad that you could join us for this one. 6-1, the 57's trail here. Bottom of the 8th inning. Macabrota will lead off for Weyburn. Macabrota, Summers, Catalano. Fly ball hit into foul territory, unplayable.
You know what I've
Another
noticed?
inning of work from Corbett Cimadavia.
Lots to do up here, Schweitzer, while you're running this, behind the scenes and whatnot.
Got all sorts of gadgets up here.
Yeah. What did he say?
Three and one the count here. Corbett Cimadavia facing Nolan Macabrota. Just got our official text from the mayor, who's in between the basketball game.
Yeah.
Apparently the basketball game tonight, kind of a big thing. And still checking out the webcast as well. So
He didn't open up the iPlex Center to show it to the town, or what?
well, the guy who would have operated that is here standing next to you. So
Really?
the iPlex big screen, yeah. So maybe if it goes to if they don't lock it down tonight, which I guess it's close in the fourth quarter, eh? Ground ball, Macabrota, singles.
Was there any talk of doing that?
Hasn't been yet.
No.
What is it, 3-1? So if it goes to if Golden State hangs on, maybe.
Are people in Swift Current getting excited about
People in
basketball?
Swift are pretty, it's
Yeah?
it's on the sports radar for sure. Well, it's huge. I mean, first opportunity for Canada to win a major league championship,
Sure.
like we mentioned, since '93. So I think it's big everywhere. That is launched to left field. 2-run bomb. Justin Summers. That puts the Beavers up a converted touchdown. That was fun. Pumping tunes. Home run.
Sure. Yeah.
1 for 3 this game with a run scored and an
It's
RBI.
wind aided. Wind is blowing out.
Marcus Catalano now.
Nice
And
response. There you go.
Fastball in.
I'm telling you, I just have always felt Weyburn has the advantage in this park. Always. Especially these one-game drive-in, drive-out games.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. This is their park.
Well, for Swift Current, 3-hour bus ride.
And if you look, if I'm not mistaken, last year they got Okotoks here a couple times, I think. And the Okotoks usually a solid team. They just they're always really competitive here at their own park. It's a tough place to play.
Very tough.
I know I've said that a few times, but it's true.
Oh, there's data to support that for sure.
Yeah, I would say look back at how they do at home, particularly since they've been competitive. They do real well here.
Corbett Cima was dynamite in the 7th inning. A few pitches got away from him there after giving up that dinger. So Joe Carnahan heading out. Really like the potential upside for young Corbett out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Big, strong guy. Good velocity. He's got good stuff.
And the season is long. You've seen guys, Maybe the month of June it wasn't their best, but come July and then into August, guys would have just ended up being studs. Strike called. Corbett going right after Seth Girardi, number 8 hitter in Weyburn's batting order. 8-1, they lead it. Raptors with a 1-point lead now as of what we're looking at.
And I'm sure everybody's finding out from us. Hey?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Count 2-1 here. Runner on.
Well, look at that. Running away with it now.
Oh, my.
So you're telling me Joe Carter's home run? Are you talking Blue Jays winning?
Last time a Canadian team.
Joe Carter, was that Joe Carter's home run?
Joe Carter, yep. Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup a few months before
or was that 92?
No, Joe Carter's home run was 93, I'm sure.
Was it?
Yep.
The Jays go back-to-back?
Yeah, 92 and 93.
Okay.
They beat the Braves. And that'll be it for Corbett as Joe Carnahan making his way out. Solid 7th inning by the young man from Newman, Georgia, but just around the zone and going to make way for Finnegan Duffield, big lefty from Edmonton. Oh, listen to this.
Remaining in the 4th quarter, the Toronto Raptors are leading the Golden State Warriors 103-97 in Game 5 of the NBA Championships.
So the big lefty from Edmonton, Finnegan Duffield, deployed by Joe Carnahan.
Maybe I should have took my mom to that stadium and watched the game. Hey, buddy.
Mosaic Stadium.
Yeah, that's it. Mosaic Stadium.
Had a few $15 beers with
Sure.
Mrs. Haraska.
Yeah. No, it's good to be here. See some people.
Duffield. Big lefty. Eight won the score.
Well, I would imagine that there's going to be people storming the streets of Regina, because the last time I was in town, I was playing college baseball. I happened to be in town here for one of those.
Those Blue Jay wins.
The Blue Jay wins. I think it was the 93. And after the win, everyone, people just stormed the streets, flying flags and going crazy.
Oh, it'll be nuts all over Canada.
So I'll be driving home probably in the middle of that.
Yeah. You'll be a little late to the party.
There'll be fires in the streets. That's what happened last time.
If they can hang on. If they can hang on.
I don't know if there's going to be fires in the streets here in Weyburn, though.
I bet you they'll be celebrating here.
Ooh.
Oh, nice pick. Phil Curtis in the third base coach position. One hopper from Ty Scott. Finnegan Duffield gets a strikeout of the deal. Nobody out here in 2 on in the bottom of the 8th. Duffield called strike. Ahead of Ty Scott, 0-2. Pitches up and out, 1-2. What are we at here? How much time left in the 4th?
I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. I don't even know why I'm looking. I don't watch basketball. But I guess now I'm interested.
It's hard not to be now.
Yeah. Good buddy I work with is from the Bay Area, so he's all Warriors.
Oh, he's all in on Golden State, eh? Fastball up and out. 2-2.
And maybe those folks from Lodi, California, probably same thing. Nah, who knows? I shouldn't guess like that.
I imagine there would be more Warrior fans than Raptor fans in Lodi, California.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, we should take a picture of that.
Yeah, check the gun on that. It was
147 miles an hour.
Yeah, on that fastball. We got Finnegan Duffield at 147. Bit of an anomaly there. Or maybe not. Maybe he's throwing that hard. What kind of surgery do you have to get to throw 147?
I don't know.
Two and two, the count. Ty Scott at the plate. He's from a tiny town in Alberta called Calgary.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9 hitter in their order. Runners on at first and second, top of the order on deck. Beavers up 8-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Scott takes a walk to load the bases for the top of the order. Tough inning for the 57's here.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Weyburn just keeps playing, man. That's what they do.
Good baseball team. Very good baseball team. Garrett Perez, like the way this guy plays. 2 for 4 this game, a run scored.
This isn't the guy
RBI.
you want up to the plate right now.
Well, just dangerous, too. This is 2-out bunt with a guy on third earlier in the game, too. So he's the box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah. I don't think he's bunting here. Now, this is where you stop, right? You know, tone of game.
Breaking ball up. One and one. Duffield brings the heat, just misses. 2-1. Some R&R tomorrow for the 57's as they'll have a day off before home games after that. Our next webcast of 57's baseball will be this weekend in your hometown of Regina. Saturday night and Sunday afternoon.
Those are usually fun ones.
Regina's always an adventure, yeah, in that park. Well, let's 9-1. 57's looking for an elusive first out in this 8th inning.
Left fielder, Dario Gomez.
Dario Gomez to the plate. Raptors up 3, 2 minutes left. One 0 count. Drilled foul. Eight-run lead, bases loaded, nobody down here. Yeah, Regina, there's always something that happens whenever Swift plays Regina.
Yeah.
It's never a quick game. Swift Current and Regina have never played in Regina, and it's been under 3 hours.
Yeah. Spirited.
Yeah, lots of...
A lot of timeouts.
Yeah, lots of, pitching matchups and everything.
Yeah,
bringing in the righty to face the lefty.
Oh, yes, he did swing.
Yeah, he definitely went around on that twice. Yeah. We'll take it.
Now batting, third baseman, Jack Berry.
Jack Berry. Berry, the Australian, has had a fair dinkum good game tonight. 1 for 3. Home run, couple RBI, hitting .444 on the year. And looking pretty smooth at third base. And he drills that offering into left field to score 1.
He's seeing the ball.
Real well.
Yeah. Making good contact out there.
Now batting, number 22,
Drake Pilat. One down here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Breaking ball from Duffield, called strike. Rough day at the office for the 57's in this one. 5-game winning streak coming in here, and Weyburn looking like they'll run their streak to 9. 9. Beavers dropped the first 2 of the season and haven't lost since then. Offering is drilled into the backstop.
Building up the wins. Could have make the playoffs. Always thinking about that. If you're looking to contend for the championship, of course. And Swift Current right now is thinking about where they're going to eat here.
I believe Subway
is the one, yeah.
menu. Pilat, they'll get the force at the plate and throw to first. Did they turn 2 there?
Yeah.
Nice. 5-2-3 double play.
Well, that was fun.
That was all right.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, the deficit is 9 heading into the top of the 9th. Never say never, but a high degree of difficulty ahead for the 57's. 10-1 the score. Back with more right after this.
Today, the world's booming population looms like a storm on the horizon. Some forecast another 2 billion mouths to feed by the year 2050. Whatever tomorrow brings, one company will be fully prepared for it. Introducing Nutrien. an agricultural leader that brings Potash Corp and Agrium together. Now the largest combined producer of potash, nitrogen, and phosphate, Nutrien offers an unparalleled distribution platform, including more than 1,500 local farm centers and generations of farming expertise, all of which can help farmers produce more per acre. Together, we provide products that are from the earth and for the earth. Nutrien, feeding the future.
Welcome back to this webcast of Swift Current 57's baseball. Tough day at the office for Joe Carnahan's team. 10-1, they trail the Weyburn Beavers. McIntyre, Margiotta, Moses due up here. The deficit is 9 in the top of the ninth. New pitcher for the Beavers, as they deployed Jacob Standridge. Standridge, spotless ERA so far in 4 appearances, 4 saves. Not in line for a save here, but 4 appearances, 4 innings of work. He's allowed only 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 5.
Now batting for Swift Current.
So their coffin nail guy comes in.
Maybe he needs work since he's only got 4 innings.
4 appearances, 4 innings of work. Standridge, right-handed pitcher, digs in against Ian McIntyre. McIntyre drills that foul towards the nearby horse corrals. A long strike for Standridge. 0-1 the count. That offering's inside, 1-1. No way.
Yeah.
Is that over? Is that a final?
No. 15 seconds.
15 seconds left. Golden State up by 1. Another ball hit on the screws by McIntyre, but foul.
He's got some good swings right here.
A couple of long, loud strikes for Standridge. Count now 1-2.
Hit a dinger, eat a footlong, I guess.
Yeah. 300-foot strike for Standridge. McIntyre steps out with the count 1-2.
Looks like I'm not driving through the party tonight in Regina.
Is that a final? Oh,
That's
wow.
a final. Oops.
86 on the gun for Standridge. Inside, 2-2. Well, rough night for sports fans.
Sure.
McIntyre, another foul ball. Count remains 2-2 here. Good battle here against Standridge, a guy who comes in and works quickly.
Sure. Doesn't look fooled out there.
McIntyre played the season opener, then was nicked up a little bit. Missed a few games. Second game back in the lineup. Out in front of that 78-mile-an-hour offering, 1 down. Vinny Margiotta.
Second baseman, Vinny Margiotta.
Tanner Holen and Ryan McDeach each had 2 hits tonight. Colby Seltzer had 1. But hitters 5 through 9 for the 57's, a combined 0-4 this evening. James Moses with 3 walks, though, the number 9 hitter. Strike 1, Margiotta. Fouled off. That puts the Raptors in a pressure situation as well. Series now 3-2 going back to Golden State.
Yeah.
Golden State gets that home court win, Game 7, with all the pressure on the Raptors. They better lock it down on the road. Margiotta skies that one into foul territory. No one will be able to make it to that ball as it exits Tom Lang Park. Count 0-2. Jacob Standridge battling with Margiotta. 0-2. Called strike 3. Heater right down the middle.
You got like 3 feet of air that time.
Last chance for the 57's, a guy who's walked 3 times tonight, James Moses.
These are tough. Kind of tough games, you know, near the end to kind of stay in. I mean, even as a fan or anything, right?
Right.
Kind of, we're cleared out here. Stands
well, we got
empty.
As soon as the third out hits, we got to sign off and pack the bus here. Don't want to hold the bus up here.
Yeah.
What did you? It's tough to find positives in a 10-1 loss, obviously. Sure. What are some of the things that you saw tonight from Joe's team that you liked?
They're athletic guys. I mean, he kind of, you know, he let me know even before the game. You know, he likes his team. They're good. He's got guys with some good tools. He just said that he could tell. I mean, he's got a good feel for who they are at this point, and he said they're tired right now. And
strike 2. Do you take much from this game, or do you throw this one out?
You just forget about it. That's what Joe's going to say. Just forget about it, get some rest tomorrow, and come ready to go. When is it going to be? Wednesday?
Wednesday at home,
yeah.
1-2.
Play so many games.
In the dirt. 2-2.
You know, and you can't. If he says they're tired, I mean, he's not giving them an excuse. He did say he had to talk with them and just said, you know, hey, you still got to go out there and you got to play and you got to, you know, grind away. We talked about that earlier.
Joe's not an excuse maker at all.
He's not at all.
2-2 pitch, 2 away in the dirt.
So you can't really call it a lack of effort. Just like I said, a lot of things come together. It's tough to come in here and play, to tell you the truth.
It's a hard game.
Yeah, it is. Can you imagine what big leaguers go through, right?
Oh.
That's what Joe and I were talking about as well. It's like, you can tell these guys, you all want to play pro baseball. This is about as close as it's going to get for you, playing 50-some games in 60 days.
They take it 10-1. The Weyburn Beavers do. It was a pleasure having you here tonight, Horst.
Thanks for having
we
me,
don't do much of a post-game show. We got to get on the bus, but it's our pleasure having you here.
Okay.
Safe travels. Let's do it again sometime.
All right.
Good night from Weyburn. All right. Thanks, buddy. Hey, thank you, man.